Good afternoon and good evening to all. Thank you for attending today's meeting of RISG Central Asia and Mongolia, SAM, for IYRP. Special thanks to Dr. Hazrat, to Mr. Hun Soo Do, and Seo Lin Yo for first time they're attending to our meeting of Central Asia and Mongolia. So I think you all have agenda on in your folder, so no need to introduce it again. If you have any other additions to the agenda, please raise your hand. If not, so it's okay, thanks. I saw no any reaction to the agenda. Oh, okay, please, Mamanku. Please, Mamanku, you have some concern?
Hello, I'm Mayung Erden. Yeah, she has received agenda, and now she will connect and open her camera. Yeah, we have received your agenda from your email. Thank you very much.
Okay, so no any changes or additions, is that right? Right now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So Mamanku will come soon, maybe for introducing herself a little bit later, okay? Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So, yeah, so if that, we will follow our previously distributed agenda. I think all agreed. So, okay, now. First, before starting the meeting, I want someone volunteer for the drafting minutes of today's meeting. There are any volunteers to draft the meeting of minutes of the meeting? Who wants? If no, how I think? Maybe I think I propose maybe Dr. Hazrat. It's okay for you?
Okay, I will try, but I will be listening then. I will not be speaking, okay, anything, but I will, yeah, I will listen and then I will be just noting down what is happening.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Okay, thank you. Then we will add something if you later on after the meeting. Okay, thank you, Hazrat, for accepting our
okay, perfect.
nominate you as today's meeting, minutes meeting developer. Thank you very much. So, according to the agenda, we are now going to the first item. This is a self-introduction of participants and their activities on IYRP. So I think, please explain in short, up to 3 minutes each, maybe less than 3 minutes also, okay? What your name, title, activities which you are engaging or IYRP or rangeland management on your place, on your country, or in your organization. So who is first? If no one is lead, can I ask Mr. in my computer is first, Mr. Fanshu Du. Is that okay? Mr. Fanshu
Okay.
Du? Thank you.
Okay. My name is Hongxi Du. Hongxi means Ulaanbaatar.
Mhm.
Ulaanbaatar.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, my family name is Du. Maybe from my family name, maybe from Turgut.
Mm.
Okay, I'm from Inner Mongolia of China. Inner Mongolia is located in the northern part of China.
Mhm.
I'm completed my PhD in animal nutrition and feed science 2019 from Inner Mongolia Agricultural University. And I'm now working in Hertau College in Bainord League. Okay, here's Bainord City.
Mhm.
It was a league. It was the western part of Inner Mongolia.
Mhm.
I think it's near South Kop province of Mongolia. I have worked only for 3 years, in this small university.
Mhm.
Now I'm studying camel nutrition and the grassland, also grassland camel nutrition I'm conducting in the Ulaanbaatar North banner. And in Ulaanbaatar Middle, Ulaanbaatar means Ulaanbaatar Middle banner, I'm conducting some activities on grassland restoration in this banner.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fanshu Du. Can you pass micro to other members today? Can you pass someone? Okay. Maybe I do it on the behalf of you. Maman Kouwa. Maman Kouwa.
За бүгдээрээ сайн байцгаана уу? Би Монголын Төв Азийн Ванепийн удирдах зөвлөлд 17 дахь жилээ явж байгаа анхан үүсгэн байгуулагчаас. Тэгээд би өөрөө малчин хүн. Тэгвэл Монгол говьгээр нүүдэлчин төрийн бус байгууллагын ийг одоо толгойлж ажилласан.
Орчуулагчтай, орчуулах хийрээ.
Оюурд нь орчуулна.
Аюуна орчуулж.
Hello, my name is Mamanko. I have created and
So, so Mamanko is member of WAMIP in from Central Asia. As I can add to you that what she is introduced, and she is a herder in South Gobi province of Mongolia. Thank you. So maybe can I ask Dr. Khazrat in my computer next?
Okay. Yes. Is my voice audible?
Yes, good.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, my name is Dr. Hasrat Arjumand. I represent the Grassroots Institute, which is located in Canada. I personally come from India.
Mhm.
Yeah, so our institution has been working on this aspect of the rangelands for some time. We have the rangelands initiative, and in fact, we have not been working on the field at the moment, but we have been planning to work in Central Asia, especially on the legal parts, legal issues and policy issues concerning the rangelands and the pastoralism. Also to intervene at the in this particular area through our academic interventions. Like we have been developing one diploma program on the rangelands governance. In addition to that, we have just announced to start one journal, research journal. In fact, we will publish it. The name is Pastures and Pastoralism. So these are the few initiatives which we are into it. So just to sum up that we will be intervening mostly not exactly working in the field with the direct with the pastoralist communities, but supporting and assisting in the way of the policy, knowledge building, knowledge dissemination, also tapping the experiences and the issues from the people, pastoralist people, and then connecting with the world outside. So this way that we have the plan, and we have already been supporting the issues and communities. So thank you for giving this opportunity to join today this meeting, especially Dr. Khanbai. So yes, so we have the website, and then later on we will share our websites in the forum, and then people can see. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Khazrat. Yes, we are very happy that you also joining today's our meeting. Thank you. Next, I think in my computer, Oyon Erden. Erden. Can you introduce who you are?
Hello, my name is Ayong Erden. I help send little assistance to Mama Ho. She is a World Alliance of Mobile Indigenous People and Pastoralists, and this is my volunteer work, and so and we will initiate issues in Mongolian pastoralists, and especially Mongolian gobi herders. She's a lot of issues and activity to help and improve life of herders issue and in Mongolia and Mongolian, especially gobi. And I'm very happy to translate and participate this meeting. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Ayuna.
Thank you.
Next is Mr. Shigden. Shigden Bayersekhan, okay.
Hello everyone. How are you? And My name is Jigdang. I'm also helping to Mamuku and for part-time. And also there is a person who is Echenbayer just next to me. And he is a representative of Mongolian Gobi Association, member of the association. And he also supporting for Mamuku and
My name is Kimbayır.
well,
Okay, thank you, Jigden, thank you, Inquirer. So next, Erkin Jasil.
Hello, my name is Erkin. I'm just working for the manager.
Okay, thank you, Erkin. Next in my computer, Sesge Yunden Dorch. Hi, Sesge, we can't hear you.
Hear me now?
Okay, now, yes.
Oh, good. Good evening, everyone, and great to see you again. This is my second time to join this meeting to help the group headed by Madam Mamun Hu. And today I'm interpreting for Ms. Davasuren Mandak, who is a herder in Bogda Sum Uburhangay province. And she has been looking after her livestock for quite some time. And she is very happy to join this meeting and get more information about the association today. So I myself, I am Titke, and I am the co-founder and the CEO of one of small local NGOs. And one of our interest and research areas is definitely nomadic culture, nomadic pastoral, not necessarily pastoral land, nomadism in Mongolia, and then how we sustain, and then is there any way to succeed for future? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Seske. So yes, we will be very happy if your colleague Dava Suren Mandak will come and participate to our meeting. She is herder from, it's very nice that actually herder is face-to-face meeting. In our meeting, it's very nice. So we will hope happy to her participation today. Okay, thank you again, Seske. Okay, I think now my name is Hijaba Ikhambay. I am representing Jasil Environment Development Association. So we are working on advocacy, training, and research on rangelands and the legal issues. And also we are working on how to secure rangelands rights, traditional rights of herders for the rangeland use. So we have study sites, but we are NGO in Ulaanbaatar. So we are frequently visiting to our study sites and conducting some studies. And recently we are working on how communities as territories of life under the ICCA consortium on defending their rights for rangeland use and defending their customary traditions for nomadic pastoral agriculture. So we are also working with colleagues from Central Asia, Jasil, and I was a focal point for the Central Asian Pastoralist Alliance as Kappa. So we are involving some researchers, contacting and collaborating, exchanging with researchers from Central Asian Stan countries like Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. So I think some of them today will participate to a meeting, but maybe they come later on. But anyway, so we are exchanging with the region of Central Asia. Also, we have some contacts with our neighbors from China. Also, so today we have participants from China. Also, it's very nice. So we are in this meeting. We are representing like Central Asia, Mongolia RISG for IYRP. So that's about brief on our activities on rangelands and IYRP related activities. So that's, thank you. So I think we have introduced each other. If someone comes later, we can also give to them floor to introduce. So now we are going to the agenda item 2, which is priority issues, activities for IYRP in the region. I hope you all have introduced with deliberate document previously on that issues. This was done almost a few months ago. If you remember, some of you participated, we have some questionnaires and open slots, and we have implemented some exercises on ranking the priority issues in our region. So this was shown in our document, which is delivered to you by mail. You see that there are themes of 12 monthly themes, starting from January to December each year. And then what is the priority areas under the themes for our region, which was selected and our scoring during our previous meeting in early this year, around January and February of this year. So in each term of 12 monthly term, we have 1 or 2 priority issues. You already, I think, introduced it with them. And also last column, I show what is the global level priority issues by each monthly term. This also 2 for each term. So we maybe compare about what is the priority issues for our region and what is the priority issues for global level. You can see they all included social aspects, ecological aspects, and economic aspects of rangelands and pastoralists issues for our region. So after the discussion in Sustainable Resource meeting on early this year, we have received some comments from other members, and it was adjusted to this document. And I think now all the regions of IYRP, there are almost 10 and 11 regions, they all develop such similar priority issues by 12 monthly themes. So I will not read each of themes and the priority issues because it is your own folder. So just if you have any comments or suggestions, now we are very welcome. You can also you can make comments later by email or by other types of communication. That's also be okay. So that's my introduction. If you have any comments or suggestions by now, it's okay, open now for a few minutes. Do you have any questions or comments? Or we need to screen the document which is we will send previously to you. I think we can just shortly screen it if you not remember them. Erkin нөгөө явуулчих уу? Нэг дугаар юм хийдтэй. Erkin, can you screen the document regional priority issues? Thank you. This is a document, if you are not remember. So first is 12 monthly term, then our priority issues for our region, and then priority issues for the at global level. So just for example, just explanation one first term. On the first term, increasing the social awareness of importance of rangelands and pastoralists, you see that for our region, the degradation of pasture land is an issue, and then droughts and the loss of livelihoods of herders. That's for us very broad issues, and diversity of rangeland and grassland landscapes. But if you see other regions, it was similar. For example, for East Asia, which is also rangelands and pastoralists' livelihoods important and knowledge sharing. And then, for example, for Western and Central Africa, similar issues they also prioritize. So that's each region has some own specifics, also some general similarities. So I think if you interested to have all these files, we can send you. You can also comment later on by email. Thank you. Erkin, thank you. Can you? Okay. So this is first item, second item. If you hasn't any comments or suggestions right now, I think it's also maybe difficult. So you maybe for your region, for your country, for your organization, you can also send later on which you need like more important issues. So thank you, and that's for issue agenda item 2. So if you allow me, we can finish discussion of agenda item 2. So we will looking for your comments and suggestions by email. Okay.
Sir, I want to speak a minute. One thing, yes, please.
Okay, please, Dr. Hazrat.
Yeah. In the on the theme promoting sustainable consumption of livestock products. Just see this, and here the issue 1 is livestock / wildlife health. Livestock / wildlife health, welfare and joint management. So this issue, when you merge the wildlife health with the livestock health, then I think the focus blurs, because the focus has to be on the wild livestock of the pastoralist people. Of course, the wildlife also is the part of the rangelands, but when we divert to the wildlife as well along with the livestock, the focus blurs. Focus is diluted. I understand that the wildlife is very important aspect, but it is a North American concept of integrating the wildlife in the rangelands. In the Central Asia, I think it's not applicable. When we do it, when we integrate with the livestock, then definitely the issue becomes diluted. And the pastoralist communities will not benefit much, because wildlife domain and forestry domain is already very dominant, and that is the version of the governments. Governments mostly funding and mostly stressing on the wildlife and giving the support as the state machinery. Whereas the livestock of the pastoralist communities is more vulnerable and more, excluded and also marginalized. So here, I think this wildlife is North American push or dominance in this particular issue. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Hazrat. Yes, you raise very important issues. And when we see in our today's document, under the monthly theme under the May or the 5, the preserving biodiversity and ecosystem services of rangelands. There are protected threatened species and biomasses. But you see then under the monthly theme number 7, which is for July, the livestock, wildlife health, welfare, and joint management. I think this is on sustainable consumption of livestock products. So under your comment, so for Central Asia, wildlife conservation is very important, because Central Asian rangelands occupies more than 75% of rangelands of Central Asia. So there are a lot more than half of all biodiversity in these rangelands. So that's why I think we may consider how to wildlife health from the consumption of livestock products item to move to the number 5, to preserving biodiversity and ecosystem services. Maybe that we will sense under your comments. So we will consider on that. Thank you again, Hazrat, for the comments. Is okay? Thank you, Dr. Hazrat. So if no any right now comments, so we will anyway, these priority issues, we will discuss it during this year and until end of year. Then maybe we can again distribute for all of you the table and the pool table for your comments. And Dr. Hazrat, you also comment for all the monthly themes and priority issues. Then I think we will finalize not only Central Asia and Mongolia region, but all the regions and globally. Then we will discuss at global coordination group. So it may will end of the year. So we will include all the comments, such as your comments of Dr. Hazrat. So thank you again. So if so, okay, so we will move to next item. Next item is next item is grassland restoration in Banner Ulateshun and fencing by wire netting in Mongolia. It will be done by Mr. Honsu Tu and Sherling Yo. So dear Mr. Honsu Du and Sherling Yo, thank you for your suggestions and to introduce in discussion all the issues. And it's very interesting for all of us. And our current worldwide initiative, Global Ecosystem Restoration, is underway. So it's also very much linked with activities RISG Central Asia Mongolia Pro IYRP. So please welcome, and this floor now for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can you see the screen?
Yes, it's good.
Okay. Currently, my group is a small group, and my title is the Principles for Grassland Restoration of Steppe Desert in Ulatajung banner. It's Ulatajung is actually in Mongolia, it's Urat middle banner.
Mm-hmm.
And because this is a very elementary level, maybe, but I would like to share with you. Okay, here my name is Hongxi Du and Fu Gang. We are in animal science. Fu Gang is a herdsman. Malchin. Fu Gang bakshpolnik Malchin. Xueling Yao, she is working in Academy of China, for Academy of Forestry in China, in Beijing. She is now in Xinjiang in the field work. And Shuru Liu, they are working on grassland ecology. I will introduce Professor Shuru Liu later. Firstly, Thank you for IYRP 2026 in Mongolia and Central Asia and Mongolia group, especially for Professor Hanbei. Okay, my topic is simple: livestock alternated and mixed grazing management. Secondly, I will also talk on the same topic of the problem on mixed and alternated grazing management in this banner. Banner is Hoshu. Okay, Ulata grassland is located in western inner Mongolia. Here is Ulata Jung banner, and here is Ulata Hu banner. I think we have a relationship with Mongolia here, somewhere here. Ulata Jung banner is one of the Ulata grassland. Here are three banners. Ulata grassland, we have 3 banners. Ulata Jung banner is one of them. And the grassland is mostly a transitional type between desert and grassland. Karakana tibetica, Hargana tibetica. This is the natural shrub, and secondly stepper and allium plants are associated. And other associated grassland desert types. The average annual temperature is 6 to 9 centigrade, and the rainfall is around 30 to 120 millimeters. It's a very hot and dry place. This picture is taken the day before yesterday. Firstly, I'm going to talk about one herdsman, Fu Gang. His name is Fu Gang. Now he's 61 years old. He was a vet. He is a vet. He's also working in animal husbandry area. In 2000, 22 years ago, in 2000, this place, this grassland is no water, and it's the public range. Here, four the livestock from 4 sums grazed here, and the grassland is seriously degraded at that time. In 2016, it's recovered. There are some herbs, mostly steep. It's gradually recovering after 16 years. This grassland before 2000, it was 70,000 mu, no water, public range. The livestock from 4 sums, as I introduced. But from 2001, the grassland privatization and the wire fencing. Wire fencing. So this 70,000 mu grassland has fenced by the wires. In 2002 to 2002, few haragana shrubs and only 3 to 6 kinds of herbs. And Fugang, the herdsman Fugang rented the 3.5 mu of this ranch. At that time, he raised 400 sheep. No feed intake, no commercial feed input. Income is bigger than the expenditure. Income, have net income. In 2003, the grassland was seriously continued to degrade, and the plants mostly were degraded also. Livestock in 2003, he raised 1,800 sheep on the 3.5 35,000 mu, 1,800 sheep. The economic status is he bought a large amount of commercial feed. So the income, the income is less than the expenditure, and he's on the verge of bankruptcy. In 2004, he decreased a little bit of his sheep numbers to 1,300, about 1,300 sheep. And the income and the expenditure were basically balanced. In 2005, he decided to decrease his sheep to 330. So the net income is, in 2005, it's 150,000 RMB net income. In 2006 to 2007, he decided to raise deer, but he was lost with a total loss of 15,000 RMB. So he decided to, at that time he sold his deers and sheep as well. And in 2008, there was no livestock grazed on this range, and it was exhibited that some steeper and a few Karagana tipetica was recovering. In 2009, he purchased 600 sheep again in June, but he sold the sheep in December, and his net income was 160,000 RMB. In 2010, the grassland was gradually stored, as the Fu Gang described, with 380 sheep and an annual net income of 20,000 RMB. From 2011 to 2015, there are more than 80 kinds of herbs recovered, and gradually the Karakana Tibetica community also gradually restored with steeper genus, Allium genus, and class Cheninicovia ceratoides. Also between these years, he raised about 500 sheep, but entered in June and cleared out, sold out in December. In 2016 and 2017, he introduced horses and cattle to clean out a little bit of for steeper. At these 2 years, his net income increased to 30,000 RMB. In 2008, he raised 156 cattle, 33 horses, and 100 sheep. In 2009, he decreased his number of cattle to about 10 cattle, 33 horses, and 160 sheep. Among these years, his net income is reached 400,000 RMB. Sorry. This is Cheninicovia ceratoides. This looks higher than the Karakana tibetica. This is Karakana tibetica, and this is ceratoides, this one. And we can also see some herbs, Allium genus and steppe around. This one, at the left side is herdsman Fugang's range, and this side and this side is other herdsman's range, because we have wire fenced for every family. We can see his range is much more planned community, but here is only a few Karakana left. This range now only grazing horses. Only grazing horses in this place. This is Fugang's range. Here he's grazing sheep, cattle, and horses. Also, in October in 2018 to 2019, in April, in about half years, he purchasing camels, grazing camels, about 50 from Urata North banner. He to reduce the ceratoides. And after the grazing camels, he also bring back the camels to where he bring. This is remote sensing. This red color is the Fugang range, and this part is other families. From 2022 until this year, Karakana tibetica community, Ceratoides community, and perennial herbs, and also annual herbs could be seen. But this year here only 30 millimeter rainfall, very, very dry. We also saw in his neighbor, his cattle was dry out and died the day before yesterday. Basically now is have horses, 20 horses, about 60 cattle. And these horses also from Arab horses. Again, this black one. And the other herdsmen have already ordered his two dogs of Arab horses. This is his cattle herd. And this is his Ceratoides and several kinds of stable Caracana, and this one is another Caracana as well. And here also some allium genus, Humultan allium genesis, four kinds of allium genesis. Okay. This is herdsman Fugang, he's 61 years old. And this is other herdsmen from other families. Okay. They are coming to visit and study from his ranch. And here herdsman Fugang is sampling plants from the grassland. She's his wife. She's 85. This teacher, he is Professor Liu, 85 years old. He was a professor in Inner Mongolia University. He can recognize any plants on the grassland. And we are doing recognition the plants and doing specimen for exhibition. This herdsman is a student of Fugang. His name is Gejia. This is maybe not clear. This is Gejia's ranch. We can see we could see the Caracana Tibetica communities, but this is his neighborhood. Okay, his neighborhood is mostly the Caracana have gone away. In 2016, Gejia raised about 300 to 400 goats. But he found his ranch was degraded. And in 2017, he changed his mind and he raised 400 sheep and 400 goats on his ranch. And in 2018, he raised 90 sheep and 20 cattle. And he found his ranch gradually restoring. he also introduced the cattle and using cattle and sheep to instead of goats. This is also, we also studied from the Fugang, the herdsman Fugang. Problem of mixed and alternated grazing management. This is wait a minute. In conclusion, outnumbered or overgrazed degrade the grassland in Ulater Zhong banner, in our banner. However, alternated or mixed sustainable livestock grazing could restore the grassland. Second, excessive steeper could be controlled by appropriate level of horses or cattle grazing. If there are too many steeper shrubs, steeper Caracana tibetica, it may necessarily raise a proper number of goats to control them. If there are too many ceratoides, camels could be used to control the number of its community. In a word, overgrazing of the livestock could lead to the grassland degradation, but the appropriate alternated and mixed appropriate number of livestock grazing could restore the grassland. However, many herdsmen, many herdsmen couldn't recognize which palatability plants is appropriate for their livestock. Most of the regions like this one know this is winter, but the plants community have already degraded it, right? Of the most of the regions, and we also don't know about we only use the grazing capacity for sheep and change it to the big animals. 5 to 7 big animals is equal to 5 to 7 sheep equal to 1 horse or 1 camel or 1 cattle. And we don't have the systematic livestock, how grazing system, how we alternate and how we mix grazing at this situation. This one is mainly grazed sheep and goat.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Honsi. Okay. Can you wrap up a bit? Okay.
Finished.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Honsu. Too. It is very good presentation with field study and timeline comparisons and some very fresh data and evidence. It is a very interesting in the field work, and so thank you again. So. Do you have any questions to the Mr. Hun Sui-do? Someone has questions or comments? Okay, so we have very small time. So maybe I just have one question.
Okay.
What is the water management in the region? In this region, is there any artificial raining activities? Because I was very recently in the herders community of Khuld Samon of Tundgobo, Mindilgobo province of Mongolia,
Okay.
which is closest region to your study area. So there are similar ecosystem, very dry, less than 100 millimeter rain per year.
Yes.
There are also species of grass like karagana, shrubs, steeper, or two types of grasses and others. They have also large numbers of camels, horses, goats, sheep, and cattle. So they struggling with watering. Only groundwater well is a source of watering, and transporting it up to 30 and 40 kilometer distance. No rain, less grass grows in this year. So they traveling around, moving around up to 50 or 60 times per year, because they not using any fencing. They are open land, common land. So they just looking for wet grassland after raining, so moving around. So that's why, because they need some water, some watering issues in after raining of grass growths. So my question is, how is the water management in your region? Thank you. Do you understand my question?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Just shortly, okay.
The well, it's his, because we have already privatized our ridge, our grassland. You can see the well fenced. So the water resource is in every family's range. Maybe here. He have around here. He have two water well. We well in the underground.
Okay, same as water wells. Okay.
Yeah, but the water for human. But the water is not suitable for human. Although the water is, we go to the town.
Oh yes, same. Similar. Okay.
And some places using art. I haven't seen any artificial rainfall in our region. Maybe somebody doing, but we don't use artificial rainfall. We actually here in his range. Actually, the rainfall is no influence here.
Okay.
On our plant community.
Okay.
Because in winter the snow was gathered around the karagana and shrubs here and somewhere.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Consudo. If no questions, Mr. Consudo, so thank you very much for your nice presentation.
Talerla.
Okay, we move now for item number 4 of today's agenda. This is an announcement of annual award for pastoralist communities in 2022. So we already delivered to you the announcement. This is second award announcement. Last year we have 3 awardees. Two is from Mongolia, one from Kyrgyzstan. This year, bill awardees will announce it late September. And bill certificate will be issued during the Rangeland Forum, end of September, or during the International Asia Grassland Workshop, which we are planning, and we are co-organizing, planning, and we are joining on International Asia Grassland Workshop in November. So the award announcement is in your folder. If you have any questions and comments, you will come very shortly, because we have very small time for this item. You have any comments, questions?
Hello, Mamanko.
Okay, why you waiting?
Mamanko has okay. She had a question, and please explain more tool plant, Karagana, and water system.
No, I think we finish the discussion of Mr. Hunso Du's presentation already. So
Yeah.
if you have any questions, you can also ask by email, or we can ask by email, and we can he will also respond to you by email. Is that okay?
Oh, okay, thank you. Benno.
Fine.
이메일대로 오고 있겠지, 나 하루가.
Okay, so
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Honsudu will respond for your question, Mamaku, by email. What are we clear about water management issues, and how is the grasses like animal species? Because his presentation, he already, I think, well explained what is controlling the grasses by raising different species of animals. So I think he's maybe more explain by email to your question. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ayrton.
That is very useful topic.
Okay.
Hongshido, thank you very much from Mamako.
Okay, thank you. If no any question, comments for number item 4, let's move number item 5 for today's agenda. This is about information on Interregional Asia Grassland Bookshop of ICCA Consortium, which planning in November 2022. So dates of the bookshop now is fixed. So bookshop will held on 14, 15, and 16th of November, 3 days. The bookshop will be for 2.5 hours in every day during the 3 days. And the main objective of the bookshop is to develop overall design of the global initiative for grassland or territories of life. This is a big project developing now, a global project, how ICCA Consortium or global initiative on grassland territories of life, and there's a umbrella of International Year of Rangelands and Pastoralists. And then the framework for funding the proposal. So how to implement the proposal. So the bookshop also needs to have follow-up on the statement from the last year pastoralist bookshop, which will held also last year during the October. and we are also part of the bookshop in last year, Central Asia and Mongolia, RISG of IYRP. So in this bookshop, also planning to look at linkages and follow-up activities to the Dana Declaration Plus 20 and as a global initiatives. So there will be some discussion on synthesized report of ICCA in Asia and global level, regional coordinators from Africa, from Asia, and from other regions also will be invited to deliver presentations. So in shortly that the info, if anyone of you will be interested to attend, we will happy to invite or to coordinate with organizers of the bookshop so you can participate. We will ask the regional coordinators of ICCA consortium to include your name to the participant list. I think I will be very happy if Mr. Khunsudu or Dr. Hazrat or any of you, Mamanghu or others who wants to participate, we can also talk on that with the organizers of this interregional Asia grassland workshop. So that's brief info. So if you want to attend or exchange ideas, please let us know your interest until 1st of October. Is that okay? Thank you for your attention. So now we have last item. Last item. This is last item 6. Information about global initiative on outreach to pastoralist groups of remote areas. This is global initiative under IYRP global team, IYRP global coordination group. So I hope you all also have introduced it with deliberate document on this issue in your file, in your folder. This was done by a small group of team representing several regions. I also part of that team, so we are including all the team. And it is in draft. We hope it will be finalized at the end of this year, maybe, I think so. And so activities can be maybe starting from next year or from 2023 up to 2026, actually the year of International Year of Rangelands and Pastoralists. So this is done by all the regions, 11 regions already included. And in the document is written everything in shortly. So we need now to find the donors for supporting the initiative. If you have any good link with the donors, please welcome to contact with them or contact you and us with the donors. By this initiative, we hope for the coordinating activities, we hope it will coordinate it, and we will also advocate it with activities of global coordination group. I think some of you, or many of you, I think, or some of you are members of global coordination group. I think Dr. Hazrat is member of the Global Coordination Group. I know, maybe, I think so. So we will work on that. If you have any direct contacts with other regions, maybe like North America or Latin America or East Asia, because we have some participants from China. So China also included on East Asia regional support group. So here, there we have Rujin, the coordinator of East Asia, chair of East Asia support group. We also connected with them if you need it. So that's my brief introduction. So if you have any comments or suggestions, we are very welcome. Anytime you can make comments or suggestions now or later by email or later by during the another meetings. So thank you for comments and happy for participation on these issues.
Can I speak?
Okay, please.
Yeah, I think this was a wonderful meeting coordinated by Dr. Hijaba. Thank you very much. And it's really a great opportunity for everyone present in this forum right now, today. And it was very well coordinated by you, sir. Thank you again from my side and my team, the Grassroots Institute based in Canada. But I'm sorry that with the paper paper presented by our friend, it was interesting, very nice paper. But in fact, this meeting has to be short. So that's
Yes,
why
yes.
there was not more time to listen. But I congratulate that he has, done very wonderful research and very useful research. I think he should present it in some global forum supported by you, as you have already said that you will recommend to ICCA workshop. That will be a wonderful opportunity for you, for us, for all, everyone who is interested. Thank you so much, sir, from our side. And the report I have documented certain points will be sent to you first, and then you will
Yes.
take care of it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Hazrat. Yes, your attendance to today's our meeting, it was very useful, very important. So we will happy for your support in our push activities as well. And see you, your very short minutes. We can then add using the full records of video records of today's meeting. So thank you, Hazrat. So, and if you have any other business, is the last item, so you are welcome now. If any other interest of you or participants to today's meeting to discuss or to consider.
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That is very useful and very important news for us. Mama who wants to meet with you after the meeting,
Okay.
face to face. Not soon, maybe in August. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ayrton. And of course,
she wants to talk about the herders, that women and young women herders about.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. We can discuss. Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think if no any other issues, so we thank you for all of you for today's attending to our meeting. And we will announce our next meeting date in the agenda. Maybe it will be held around the first week of October. Next meeting, is that okay for you? So that we will announce on that later of September for our next meeting date and agenda. Is that okay? So I agree with Dr. Hazrat. So we will try in touch all our participants of our Central Asia Mongolia support group with other regions, as Dr. Hazrat also suggests, and we can invite some of you, like Mr. Hunsudu to the next hour meetings. Maybe we can also discuss, Mr. Hunsudu, can we organize some meetings between Chinese and Mongolian researchers on rangelands and the pastoralists, maybe sometime end of this year or maybe next year. We can also discuss, think on that. Maybe we can discuss it with East Asia and risk for East Asia and the risk for Central Asia and Mongolia. So if you agree, so we will discuss on that later on by email. And
Okay,
okay, thank you. Okay, thank you all, and thank you for your active participation. And with that, I think we can finalize today's meeting. Time is already now over for today's meeting. So have a good weekend. Thank you.
Thank you. Маш их баярлалаа. Маш товчхон, маш гоё ойлгомжтой сайхан хурал боллоо. Бүгдэд баярлалаа. Дараа дахин уулзъя.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Баярлалаа.
Баярлалаа. Шиша. Шиша. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.